Alright YouTube, it's HateX Gaming here, and in today's video I'll be going over all 10 bosses for Nessus. Boss number 1 is the Evil's Protector, summoned with the mysterious portal item at night, which can be found in chests on the Plain or Forest Islands, or later crafted at a demonic workstation. For the Evil Protector's fight, upon spawning it will immediately descend down. If you are within close proximity to him landing, he will damage you and any nearby players. The boss has two main phases, the ground phase and the bombing phase. During the ground phase it will fire 3 fireballs and homing bolts. Just stand back and avoid them whilst killing the minions and summoned portals when you get the chance. During the bomber phase, he will take to the sky and start yeeting fireballs downwards. At about 50% HP, he will swap to a circular fireball motion. Just rotate around him whilst attacking, or get on the other side of the rotation early. Boss number 2 will be the Queen Spider. The Queen Spider can be summoned by destroying a royal egg in the snow caves, or by using the royal egg item in the snow caves. The eggs can be found in cobwebs or chests of the snow biome, or crafted at a demonic crafting table. During the Queen Spider fight, she will have 3 main attacks that she will rotate. It is recommended you fight her in a large open area, as she can pass over walls, preventing you from hitting her. During the first attack, she will stay stationary and spawn eggs that will hatch little spiders. This is usually the best and safest phase to attack her. After that, she will begin to roam around and launch toxic or poisonous bubbles on the floor that will do damage if you stand in them. If possible, now is a good time to get some small damage in. The final attack, she will growl and then dash at you. She will do this 3 times and then proceed to the first attack where she spawns the eggs. Simply rinse and repeat, she will be dead in no time. Boss 3 is the Void Wizard. The Void Wizard can be found at the bottom of a Void dungeon, or by using the Void Caller in the Void dungeon, and the Void Caller can be crafted at a demonic crafting table. During the Void Wizard fight, he has 2 main phases with varying moves. During the first phase, he will have 2 main attacks. Firstly, he will shoot void orbs at you, which you can avoid by circling around him and attacking if you feel it's safe to do so and if your weapon permits it. He will then run off and do a similar attack, but with daggers. You can use the same circular movement around him to attack. After that attack, he will create clones of himself to help create some distance between you and him, and then continue the rotation of shooting the orbs, moving, and then shooting the daggers. At about 45% HP, he will start to transition to becoming enraged. This is where his moveset changes a little. He will do the same first 2 moves of the previous phase, although this time he will be flying and much more maneuverable, making him much harder to hit, so just play it safe. After the orbs and daggers, instead of creating clones, he will shoot off 3 waves of projectiles along the floor, with the first wave aiming straight towards you and the others being a little off center. Simply attack him when you feel it's safe and you'll beat him with ease. The Swamp Guardian is the 4th boss, which can be summoned by using a spiked fossil item in the swamp caves or crafted at a demonic crafting table. The Swamp Guardian fight can be a little tricky, but is very straightforward. This fight isn't intended to do big singular damage, but to chip away at your HP. It is recommended to visit or hire a wizard and enchant your armor with +4 defense enchantments to help minimize some damage. During the fight, the Swamp Guardian will slither towards you, so just move out of the way and attack its body. After a few seconds, he will dive into the floor, leaving a small window to get some damage in. Keep in mind during the fight, he will summon razor discs that fly out and will do small damage. This is quite often what will get you killed, so keep plenty of potions handy and make sure to bring any buff potions you can. Simply chip away at his HP and he'll be dead in no time. Boss number 5 is the Ancient Vulture, which can be summoned by destroying an ancient statue in the desert caves, or by using an ancient statue in the desert biome surface or caves. The ancient statue can be crafted at a demonic crafting table. The Ancient Vulture can be fought in the desert caves or outside on the surface, which is the preferred way as he is a very mobile boss. Once summoned, the Vulture will fly in and begin to fly circles or figure eights around you, whilst keeping its distance before occasionally closing the gap to do damage. The first move it will do is close the gap and begin to shoot sharp feathers at you. To maximize off of this, just simply move left and toward him, or right and toward him, depending on what side you are on. From there, the feathers will miss and you can continue attacking and strafing. After some time, he will begin to spawn eggs, which if not killed fast enough will hatch baby vultures, so the eggs are best killed right away. Just keep your distance and attack him when he shoots his feathers. Be cautious as he will get faster the closer he is to dying. Just time your attacks and the 5th boss will be grounded pretty quickly. The 6th boss is a little different. It's the Pirate Captain. Pirate Captain cannot be summoned and has to be found at the center of a pirate village island. Defeating him will also remove all the pirates off of the island, so if you do need pirates for a quest, I'd recommend finding a second island and keeping the Pirate Captain alive. Pirate Captain is one of the hardest bosses you will face. This fight is recommended to be fought from a distance, either with boomerangs as a melee user or distance-based weapon for any other class. It is highly recommended to bring the Force of Wind trinket from the Evil's Protector boss fight and an air vessel trinket from the desert cave chests, as that will allow you to dash 3 times. For the first 20% of the fight, he will be on foot and just shooting you with his cannon. Just dodge out of the way and continue attacking. The pirate will also call forth his parrots and macaws to attack you alongside his loyal pirates. A great way to prepare for this boss is to go to the island, prepare a sealed off square wall and clear out everything inside it. Start the boss fight and lure the pirate into the walls and then block it all in. This ensures no other enemies will get in and allows you to dodge safely and freely without worrying about other enemies. After the first 20% of the fight, it will change to a flying ship. To defeat this phase, just stay in the walls and continue attacking and dodging. With any luck, you'll have defeated the Pirate Captain and you'll be ready to plunder and loot the pirate village. The 7th boss is the Reaper, who can be summoned by using a Shadow Gate in the Deep Forest or Deep Swamp Caves. The Shadow Gates can be found in chests throughout the Deep Forest or the Deep Swamp Caves, and can be later crafted at an advanced workstation. The Reaper is the first of the Deep Cave bosses. Like most cave bosses, you will want to start by clearing out a large area as he has a few dash attacks. For the first 50%, he will do 2 types of attacks. His first move he will do is dash and then disappear and then dash again in sets of 4. His second move he will do shortly after, and he will spawn orbs and throw his scythe at you whilst circling around you. After 50%, he will continue to do the previous attacks far more aggressively, frequently, and faster. Instead of staying visible when summoning his orbs though, he will disappear. Just try and clear out the orbs as they spawn in. Your best option for this fight is something with a little bit of range and to continue to dash out of the way whilst getting small hits in. Summon will also work a treat when trying to kill the little orbs he spawns. This can be a tricky boss fight, so be sure to buff up before the fight. Stay patient and you'll have him sent back to the underworld. Cryo Queen is the 8th boss of the game, who can be summoned with an ice crown in the deep snow caves. The ice crowns can be dropped from mobs in the snow caves or in the chests in the deep snow caves, or they can later on be crafted at an advanced workstation. The Cryo Queen has a specific moveset that gets faster and faster the closer it is to dying. She will start with a spiral spike move, so to play it safe, be as far away as possible whilst not being on the highlighted blue tiles. Following that attack, she will then fire missiles of ice spikes as she moves in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Just circle it round in the same direction to avoid them. Following that move, she will then center up and then start sending ice waves along the floor. Just dash out of the way. Once that attack is finished, she'll then do 3 close clustered shotgun blasts, just do some damage and then dash out of the way. She will then repeat these attacks in the same order whilst getting quicker and quicker. Just keep going and the Wicked Witch will be defeated. The 9th boss or boss duo can only be summoned by sacrificing a dragon's soul at the pedestal in the center of the deep desert caves. The dragon souls can be dropped by the large spiky sandworms, or found in chests throughout the deep desert and crafted at an advanced workstation. This boss duo can be tricky depending on how often they do their moves. I recommend placing 4 banners down, 1 of each color to help improve your speed, your damage, your defense, and your summoned minion speed. This boss is fairly straightforward, but they hit like a truck. Sage and Grit have 2 main moves that they will randomly do. One of these moves, they will circle you and then dive in and loop around you. Simply dash out of the way and make small movements to avoid getting hit. The other attack they can perform, they will close the circle with you in it. When you start to see them closing in on you, dash out of the circle and continue attacking. If you get caught in the circle, it can be almost guaranteed death, but can be lived with a good timed potion and running in circles to avoid their laser. It is best to kill them together, as killing one will enrage the other, causing it to aggressively hunt you down. Just kill them both bit by bit, evenly, until you can quickly kill them both. Congratulations, you killed not 1, but 2 non-fire breathing dragons. Boss number 10 and the final boss of Nessus is the Fallen Wizard. Fallen Wizard cannot be summoned, but can be found by entering the dungeon that's found after defeating Sage and Grit in the deep desert, and then going to the 2nd floor where you will find an arena. Fallen Wizard is arguably the most difficult in the game. Not only does it hit like hell, but has hit points through the roof. And to top it all off, will summon his own dragons. This boss has a predictable moveset, but is very quick to utilize them. Caught off guard a few times, and it's game over. For this fight, it is almost necessary to use the Blink Wand, so that you can teleport through his attacks. Combining the Blink Wand with the Air Vessel or Sturdy Ancient Relics trinket is extremely recommended, as that will allow you to teleport 3 times on cooldown. At the start of the fight, he will cause waves of void, just teleport through them and continue attacking him. He will go directly into a long laser beam that he uses in a full 360-degree motion. Following that one, he will do a clockwise or counterclockwise Void Orb spiral attack. Just follow it round and get some hits in. He will then run off and summon 2 dragon minions. Kill them when he summons them, otherwise they can throw you off your game and get you when you least expect it. Once the dragon attack is finished, he will go straight into a movement and then do his deadliest attack. This is a quick flurry of void missiles. Just run at a distance in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, avoiding them. Just like all the other bosses, he will get faster the closer he is to dying. From there on out, rinse and repeat until he is dead. Well done, you have defeated all 10 bosses of Nessus, and the Fallen Wizard has been felled again. With all 10 bosses out of the way, I hope my guide has helped you. So before I leave, I'd like to ask, if you could have a boss added to the game, what would it be and how would it be summoned? So if you enjoyed the video or it helped you out in any way, I would really appreciate a like. And if you would like to see more Nessus content, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Have a good one.